But who better than me?
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a fairly special video. As it's a very big fight week, I thought let me give my breakdowns of how I see both guys being able to execute their game plans and being able to win this fight before ultimately giving you my prediction on Friday as to whom I think is going to win. So this one is going to be how Oleksandr Usyk wins this fight. Now, I could basically just say watch the first fight and that will tell you everything you need to know, but it's going to be a bit different, a bit more nuanced than that. So the keys to victory, I feel like, starts in the first round. Now in that first round, I feel Oleksandr Usyk has to start fast, just as he did at the start of the very first fight. Now, we've all heard AJ is going to be in a mindset of seek and destroy. I wasn't trying to hurt you last time, this time I'm trying to hurt you. Okay, now Usyk also has to be willing to go in the trenches from that first round and say, this is not just going to be your fight. You're not going to just change up your tactics. Like, we know whenever AJ gets hit, it takes him a little while to kind of get himself back together. It takes him a while to reset. He doesn't punch when you punch. He's not sort of a counter puncher like that. We saw it against Dillian White back in 2015. As soon as he got hit and hurt, it took him like 2 or 3 rounds to kind of get himself back together. Similar thing with Klitschko. Like he, obviously gassed himself out, taking Klitschko down in the, what was it, the 5th round, I think it was. And then as soon as he got taken down in the 6th, he was basically out on his feet until like the 11th. Similar thing with Povetkin in those first few rounds. It took him a while, he got hit with some big shots. It took him a while to sort of reset. Carlos Takam, especially after he got his nose busted up, similar thing. So with all of that, Usyk needs to apply his pressure and he needs to basically go for the straight backhand, the same as he did in the first fight. He's just gonna need to try and assert himself in that first round. Afterwards, that's when he's now got to use his feet and make AJ have to try and come towards him. He's gonna have to make AJ overthink about which shot he wants to throw. If AJ's got the high-low position between the sort of the lead left hand and also the straight right, as dangerous as this might sound, it makes more sense for him to focus on the hand that's higher up, because AJ very rarely throws lead backhands, lead like straight rights, and like he normally likes to move everything off of the hook and off of the jab and off of the sort of the left hook, which means Usyk would be better off angling towards AJ's left hand side. Is it the left hand side? It's Usyk's left hand side, AJ's right hand side. He would be better off moving towards that direction so that he can see this punch and see where AJ is deciding to load this up, because he's not fluid with his shots. Like, you can there's always a tell when he's about to throw something from the backhand, and that would probably be Usyk's best bet. Make him hesitant, make him think about, should I throw it or should I not? And while he's obviously doing that, you use your superior speed and movement to get in and out and just to frustrate him and tire him out a bit. Stick on the inside as safely as possible. Like, don't stay there like continuously. He definitely needs to, but he needs to be there enough to make AJ have to throw when he doesn't want to throw. This is all about how much AJ's got in the tank. but he can't allow AJ to lean on him. He can't allow him to grab him, try and tie him up, because for all intents and purposes, a lot of people have said that those dark arts might get applied in this fight. So the closer you let him stay to you, the more chance you've got of maybe getting another headbutt, the same as what happened in the first fight, getting the forearm, or, you know, with the tape that slashes your face, you know, maybe getting a forearm or an elbow under the chin, or getting hit to the ribs or hit to the hip, like on the inside. So he's got to watch out for all of that on this occasion. But he's got to throw, I feel like he's got to throw his shots the same way he normally does, in terms of sometimes one might be a hard shot followed by like 3 or 4 more soft, you know, sort of just arm punches, just to sort of distract you, and then follow up again with hard shots. Ultimately, I think for him to employ these tactics, it's going to be, I think, like an 8-9 round job. Like, I can't, especially within sort of that the climate and how everything's based over there, I predict that it will be, that would sort of like be a 9 round type fight. I don't think it would last the following 3. I mean, Usyk looks a little bigger, so maybe there's a little extra mustard behind each shot, or maybe he's going to be looking to throw more shots than he did in the first fight, or land more, because he's got a bit more on him to absorb the shots. But yeah, that's primarily how I think Usyk should win. He has to start aggressively in the first round. Make sure AJ knows you're not just going to have this all your own way. He's got to use his movement from sort of rounds 2, 3 onwards to sort of frustrate AJ. He's also got to stay as close with and as safely close within range as possible to make AJ have to work when he doesn't want to work, make him have to throw just to sort of get off him. And he's got to make sure that he does not end up in numerous clinches or holding to avoid, you know, mishaps like what happened in the first fight. So that's how I see Oleksandr Usyk winning this fight. Next video will be about how I see Anthony Joshua winning this rematch. But thank you for watching, and yeah, on to the next one.